What's going on, guys? Jacob over here, coming with my reactions to Packers versus Rams. I apologize in advance. I'm kind of sick right now, so my voice isn't really the best, and I've been coughing a lot, but I'm going to try and get through this video for you guys. So, the Packers tonight, 24-12 victory. They moved to 6-8 on the year. Their playoff hopes are hanging on by a thread, but there is still a chance for the Green Bay Packers to win out, get some help, and make it into the playoffs as the 7th seed. At this point, you know, I would say the Packers, they've already come along far enough at this point, because they were 4-8 when they beat the Bears 2 weeks ago. And then they were 5-8. They won, so they've already won 2. They've already completed a part of the puzzle. Might as well go for it all. But yeah, I mean, it was a great win tonight. The Packers are a better team than the Bears, or than the Rams, I should say. They are a better team than the Bears, aren't they? But they are a better team than the Rams, and they went out there and they pretty much imposed their will on the Rams for the most part. It was probably a lot closer than it should have been. This game probably should have been a blowout, but a few costly mistakes for the Packers kept the Rams in the game. Thankfully, though, it didn't matter in the end. Aaron Rodgers had, for the most part, a really good game, other than the one interception he threw, which was a horrible read by him, not recognizing that Allen Lazard was open in the space he was in, and instead overthrowing him, thinking he was going to continue to run the route. But other than that, he was on point. Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, the return of Romeo Doubs after his injury, both excellent tonight. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, a fantastic 1-2 punch in the backfield. You know, the defense, for the most part, they played really, really well. Got consistent pressure on Baker Mayfield. Kenny Clark had a fantastic game, let me tell you. Easily the best game of the year for him. Preston Smith also had a really good game. I think it's Kingsley Enagbare. He had a really good game, too. He was all over the place. Same with Quay Walker. Just pretty much everybody in general on the team had a really good game tonight on the defensive end. And yeah, I mean, it's exciting to see, you know, another scenario where the Packers have to win out to make it into the playoffs. I mean, we all remember Run the Table, of course, and although this team, I would say, definitely isn't as good as that team was, at least this Aaron Rodgers wasn't as good as that Aaron Rodgers was. This team actually might be on par as a whole to that team, with the exception of Aaron Rodgers, but it's still interesting and exciting to see, you know, the how hard they play, knowing that they have to win every single game, because the Packers, they really came out and they played hard tonight, and I really, really like to see that from them. They're not going down without a fight. They know that the odds are stacked against them, but they came out there and they punched the Rams in the mouth, and they showed that they were the better team for the most part. So next week we have the Dolphins on the road on Christmas Day. Don't know if I'm going to get a video up on that one or not, but that game should be interesting. It's going to be a real test of, you know, are the Packers just beating up on lesser teams, or are they, like, actually, you know, taking a step forward as, like, a good team? Because the Dolphins are a pretty good team this year. So we'll see how they do on the road in Miami on Christmas. That'll be definitely an interesting game to watch. And, of course, the rest of the teams the Packers have to beat, the final 3 games, they're all going to be pretty hard games for the Packers. I mean, the Lions, the last game of the week, they're 7-7. They've won like 6 of their last 7. The Vikings are 10-3. Just had the biggest comeback in NFL history on Saturday versus the Colts. And of course, the Dolphins, who are 8-6, and they have a really good wide receiver core. Going to be exciting to see their wide receiver core versus our defensive backs, especially Jair on Tyreek Hill. That's going to be really, really exciting to watch. Yeah, the path is pretty clear for the Packers. I mean, they have to win out, and if they do that, more likely than not, they're going to make the playoffs. They still need help, but the help that they need isn't one of those, like, implausible scenarios or whatever, where it's like, oh, this is just, like, a crazy thing. Like, they need, like, the Giants to, like, lose to some awful football team or whatever, you know, something like that. Like, the path is pretty clear. Like, they need, one of the Giants as Washington Commanders to lose 3 of 4, and the Washington's already lost 1 of those, so they just need to lose 2 of the last 3. And Seattle needs to lose 1 as well. 1 more, I should say. And then the Packers, if they win out, they're in, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's like the scenario that's laid out for them. So, anyways, guys, so it's really all I got to say in this video. Kind of kept it short because I'm not feeling great with my throat and everything. But Packers, man, they're looking like they have a tiny chance of doing it. There's a glimmer of hope after all in Green Bay. So, anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Don't know if I'm going to do a video on Christmas Day or not. I'll be with my family, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. You guys will figure it out if I upload or not. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Go, Pat, go.